This is the Hammer Down Racing Report. And now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report for Thursday, July 18th. I was on the wrong page here. It's the Hammer Down Racing Report, part of the Evergreen Podcast Network, show number 339. Scott Hammer, Ron Miller, and Dylan Burt joining us in studio tonight. Coming at you live on YouTube and Facebook, and apparently not Twitter, because as soon as I hit the live button tonight, it says Twitter lives require a premium account. So
really?
We apologize to our Twitter viewers. Hopefully you'll tune in to the YouTube or Facebook Live. Yeah. I click go live, and it's like, nope, sorry. Can't do it on X anymore.
I guess that's what happens when you donate $43 million a week for...
Didn't he have like a bunch of Starlink satellites blow up or something on a launch pad?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe he's hurting for the money.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Well, and then there's that big move to Texas. So
I heard about that. But anyway, yeah, we're coming at you live on Facebook and YouTube. From the Dominator Race Products studio. Tonight on the show, of course, we'll be talking to Dylan Burt. He's got 3 feature wins in the Dominator Superstocks out at Oakshade, and a little bit of a story behind it with the car he's using to do that and accomplish this.
It's been nicknamed the Dinosaur.
Okay, well, are you sure that wasn't your nickname?
What's that?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
What?
Also coming up, we'll be talking to Shawn Valenti, who has a whole bunch of the last 4 wins in the Fremont Dirt Trucks out there at Fremont in a Ron Miller race car truck.
And he brought his sprint car back out last week too. So
we'll talk about it. And he's got a win down at Limaland, running Dittman's Thunderstock. So yeah, lots to talk about with him. We'll get caught up. We're going to give away some Mazda's Pizza once again because Mazda's the new sponsor of tonight's How Many. And if you happen to see what happened during the birthday race at Oakshade this past weekend with Devin Shields and Rusty Schlenk.
You know, I seem to remember seeing something.
Well,
like
if you hadn't seen it, we'll show you it. And
cool.
I got statements from both drivers and the track to fully cover that whole issue. And a lot of crazy stuff happening everywhere over the weekend. So lots to get to on that. Before we do, got to mention Dominator Race Products. They have what you need to be in the winner's circle. Over 30 years of experience to put you out front. Check out their newest product, the Dominator Racing Stool. Have you seen those?
I have. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Color. They can color match your car, I guess, or something. Yeah, pretty cool there. It's available in a variety of colors. Also, don't forget about the modified valence kits, ultimate brace body kits, plastic modified and late model rear spoilers, and so much more. Pretty much you could build
so much more.
So much more. Order direct from DominatorRaceProducts.com or call 419-923-6970. Dominator Race Products are also available from your local reputable race shop, such as Ron Miller Race Cars.
Yeah.
I was going to mention Victory Fuel, the official drink of the Hammer Down Racing Report.
Oh, yeah.
It's a refreshing and natural hydration alternative that replenishes electrolytes, is packed with vitamins, providing a boost for athletes and individuals on the go. Victory Fuel is the perfect way to stay hydrated and energized throughout the race day, or any day, really. Being free of added coloring, caffeine, and carbonation, Victory Fuel is a great kid-friendly drink. You can get yours today online at drinkvictory.com, and be sure to use discount code Domination or Conley Racing to save 10%. And you'll help fuel their racing programs as well. It's also available in stores, all kinds of racetracks, and we got that new flavor coming in at the end of July, Purple Potion. I'm trying to hold off on our supply here before, hopefully Tanya gets the new flavor before she makes her rounds and drops off some more for us.
It's the right color.
It's the right color. Yes, purple. Dittman Motorsports, going to mention them as well. Official Hoosier Racing Tire dealer for Northwest Ohio. He's got race car service parts. Is at Oakshade with tires and parts. And if you want something ahead of time, you could call him, 419-283-8580, and he might be able to even bring it out to the track. He also services over there at Fremont, doesn't he?
He does.
How is he in 2 places at once?
It's magic.
Okay. We'll go with that. Magic Dittman Motorsports.
That's it.
He's a busy man.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Also, I have to mention DCR Graphics, Oakshade Raceway, Where Miller Race Cars, Freeze Frame Photos, and Magic Moment Entertainment. I was expecting something from the Peanut Gallery on Freeze Frame. Apparently it didn't come. Let's check out our racing roundup, and then we'll talk to our first guest here, Dylan Burt.
Racing Roundup.
Mentioned a lot of racing action this past weekend.
The weatherman was finally cooperative.
I think the weatherman's going to be good for this weekend, too.
It's looking
Weekend weather
really
pit
good.
stop coming up. That's a little spoiler for you. Of course, Oakshade Raceway in action Saturday night. Ashton Winger picking up his third, I think in the last 4 years, wins in the birthday race, the Summer Nationals there. Trevor Neville picking up the win in the mods, and this guy right here picking up the Dominator Superstock A-Main feature win.
I saw a picture of him with a trophy. That was pretty impressive.
I saw him drive right past me into the front. Jeff Robertson picking up the Dominator Superstock B-Main win. Also, Saturday night, Fremont Speedway, Caleb Henry picking up the AFCS 410 win. Dustin Stroop in the AFCS 305s. And our guest a little bit later picked up the win in the Dirt Trucks. Again, his fourth win in a row, Mr. Shawn Valenti. Sandusky Speedway in action this past weekend. Jason Stanfield picking up the win in the Renegades. Wayne Anelski in the beginner stock, Rich DeWitt Jr. in the pure stocks, and Brandon Bailey winning in the All-American Iron. At Flat Rock Speedway on Saturday was Paul Pelletier picking up the win in the Outlaw Super Late Models, Landon Schuster in the street stocks, and Race Loving in the figure eights. I believe that was his first win. Is that what I saw?
think so.
Yeah.
Landon was...
Is that a like a third generation, second, third?
I think so.
I know. I remember Robbie Loving. I don't know.
Yeah. Landon was thrilled. He's worked so hard for that
Schuster?
feature, and that's his first one this year, and he's hoping for more.
Butler Motor Speedway was in action last Thursday, the Summer Nationals. Tyler Erb picking up the win there in the late models, Mike McKinney in the modifieds, and then Saturday night regular show there, well, sort of a regular show. They had the Great Lakes Super Sprints in action. Jacob Savage picking up the win in that. Brad DeYoung in the mods, and Eric Swan picking up the street stock win. Lorraine Raceway Park, it was Rick Sibilia in the modifieds, Eddie Poderzay in the street stocks.
Could that be Sibilla? Sibila?
Isn't that what I said?
You said Sibilia. That's a racing family.
That's close.
That's a racing family from around that area.
All right. Well, then you can pronounce the pure stock winner for me there.
I can't see it from here.
Oh, well,
you can't even.
I'll lose my
spell
spot. Well, it's Will Uravac.
Okay.
Actually, that one's not bad. Uravac.
Okay.
That was the pure stock winner. Zach Myers picking up the win in the Chargers, and Joe Warner in the Champ Carts there at Lorraine Raceway Park. Also Saturday, all these tracks running Saturday this past week. I'm at Pillier Motor Speedway back in action, just opening up.
That's cool.
Their season opener, Bill Lewis winning in the mods and the super stocks. A little stingy there, not letting anybody else win. Andrew Short getting the win in the street stocks, and Drew Smith picking up a win in the compacts.
Ooh, it's been a long time since we've seen Drew Smith in a compact.
I don't think that's the same Drew Smith.
Really?
Wasn't he at Oakshade on Saturday, the other Drew Smith?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Unless he's like Dipman Motorsports and he's in two places at once.
Yeah.
I think it's a different Drew Smith. Attica Raceway Park on Tuesday, the Brad Doty, David Gravel picking up the win there. Did you get a chance to watch any of that?
I watched a bit of it, yeah.
He looked pretty good. Where'd Kyle Larson finish?
Third.
Was he third? Okay.
After driving off the back of the
I
racetrack.
see that. Case Construction, the World of Outlaw Case Construction Late Model Series on Thursday last week at Bedford Speedway. It was Bobby Pierce picking up the win. And also, well, Bobby Pierce just won all weekend, last weekend in the World of Outlaw action. Sharon Speedway on Friday and Saturday as well. Swept both races there. World of Outlaw NASA Energy Drink Sprint Car Series action. Friday night at Wilmot Speedway is Carson Macedo picking up the win. Saturday, Donnie Schatz picking up the win there at Wilmot. Lucas Oil.
Schatzy has been running really well lately.
Oh, speaking of which, we have that High Limit had a big announcement today. We'll talk about that a little bit later on as well. Pretty big announcement from the High Limit Series. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Last Thursday at 34 Raceway, Devin Moran picking up the win. Friday night rained out at Tri-City. Saturday night, rained out at Lucas Oil Speedway. Monday night, Hudson O'Neill picking up the win at Eagle Raceway. And again, Tuesday night at Shelby County Speedway. So a good... and Huddy's in the old RTJ ride.
Right.
So
He won the other night, too, didn't he?
Ricky? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Did he?
I thought I seen a picture of him winning or something.
If he did, it's not in my prep. I don't have that.
Talk into the microphone, D.
All right.
The Kubota High Limit Racing Series, Saturday night, Rico Abreu at Portsmouth Raceway Park picking up the win there. And then in action this past last night, Wednesday night, Logan Schuchart and Giovanni Selzi each picking up one of the double down dual feature wins at Eldora. $12,000 for that. It was some pretty good racing last night.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched any of that.
I didn't.
Slide jobs all over the place.
Last night was a big political night for me. It was a meet the candidates night, and I think we mentioned.
Aren't you running for something?
Yeah, I'm running.
I thought I saw a sign when I drove back from your place the other day.
Trustee in Whiteford Township, and
Oh, great!
it was a fun night. Got to talk on a microphone, and everybody knows how much microphones scare me.
Yes, you do seem pretty petrified. NASCAR action this weekend, Craftsman Truck Series at Pocono Raceway on Friday in the CRC Brake Clean 175. Corey Heim picking up the win. Xfinity Series on Saturday at Pocono was Cole Custer. And Sunday, Ryan Blaney picking up the win at Pocono. IndyCar action.
That was a really boring win, too. Did you watch that at all? I mean, he just drove away one by, I think, 3.5 seconds.
I think I watched off and on. I don't think I saw the end of it, but
the other time, part of the time you were sleeping?
It might have happened.
Maybe.
Yeah. IndyCar action. Did you watch any of the IndyCar action?
I did not.
I watched the end of that. That had a pretty spectacular ending. Well, we got footage of that coming up a little bit later. Yeah, I gave Dylan a little preview there. But they were at Iowa Speedway. Pato Award picking up the win on Saturday, and Sunday it was Will Power. He is here! I wasn't sure.
It's the pizza guy.
Yeah.
What's up, Terry?
Mr. Terry Goad and Goad Racing. Representative of Mazda's Pizza, our new sponsor, has delivered some pizza. Did you actually have like a pizza delivery bag?
I know he's official.
Wow.
Looks like he's going to be busy the rest of the night.
You guys are.
Yeah. Put
the cheese one over there.
Dylan's going to be here, so we had to do it. We had
Thank you, sir.
Scott's kind of picky about pizza, so we just got cheese for him.
I like cheese.
They're both the same?
No, one's a cheese pizza, one's a
He said picky about pizza. He don't. You're picky about everything.
I am picky about everything.
Yes, you are.
That smells really good. That's gonna.
Take a
You know,
plate
last
and
time
pass it
I've
down
tried
to
to.
Scott.
Remember last time I tried to eat pizza when we were doing the show? It was a little bit of a problem.
We'll have that problem.
Well, I'll ask Dylan a question when we start talking to him, and then I'll eat while he's talking. How's that sound? Did you want any?
I'm good for now. Thank you.
What's that?
Whatever you want to do with that gift card for that other one we're donating tonight.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. What was the gift card?
It's a large specialty pizza from Mazda's. Your choice. You can order whatever you want.
So we can have two winners?
Large
However
specialty
he wants to do
pizza.
it. It's his show.
Ooh.
I mean, if you want to have a second winner for a second
Well,
tonight, that's
very
fine.
nice.
Whatever you
How about this? We have we're gonna. There's a little spoiler moving ahead. Or how many we had a tie, so we're gonna be spinning the Mazda's pizza wheel.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the winner will get. How about the winner gets the Goad Racing specialty pizza, the gift certificate for that,
Okay.
and the other person will get the regular one topping large
runner-up?
and cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what
Very
we'll
nice.
do. I like Goad Racing.
Mm-hmm.
Except for one.
Will Power back to the IndyCar series. Will Power picking up the win there Sunday at Iowa Speedway. Other notes: Dirt Car UMP Summer Nationals wrapping up actually tonight officially, but unofficially this past weekend. Friday night they were at Crystal Motor Speedway. Tyler Erb picking up the win there. We mentioned the winner at Oakshade was Ashton Winger, but then Sunday at Wayne County Speedway. Or Wayner County Speedway, if you look at the way I spelled it. Wayne County Speedway, Tyler Erb picking up the win, and the Week 5 championship, as well as the overall championship. So tonight's race doesn't really mean much as far as the points go for that. The makeup race. Where's that? That's at Sycamore, I think, tonight. Hammerdown Racing Army results. You don't have a Hammerdown Racing Report sticker on your car, do you?
No, sir, I do
You
not.
need to get one.
I do.
Wait, what is that?
Don't it's
I
not-
want both.
Whoa, Mr. Picky.
That looks good.
Whoa.
Sorry, wrong answer.
All right. Hammerdown
Mine
Racing
has
Army
dipping
results.
sauce, Scott.
What's that?
I said mine has dipping sauce too.
Yeah, yours don't have dipping sauce.
James Stamper picking up or actually finishing 16th in the compact A-Main a couple weeks ago. Or wait, where was that? Because they weren't. Was she up at Butler? I wrote it down and I wasn't thinking when I wrote it down because she just sent that to me a little bit ago. Update compacts. It was for July 6th. Okay, so it was a couple weeks ago. Finished 6th there. James Stamper. John Young finishing 3rd in the B main this past weekend. Scott Hammer finishing 3rd in the A main. And even though he's not in the Hammerdown Army, he won the A main. Mr. Dylan Burt there.
Mrs. Burt, come over here and grab a piece of pizza.
Uh-oh.
So
You got to make her, otherwise she won't.
let's talk to Dylan now, so that we can get Dylan talking. I can start getting some pizza here. 3A main wins this year at Oakshade. I guess before we start talking about that, tell us about the car. Why is it called the Dinosaur, and what's special about this super stock?
Well, I mean, it's the Dinosaur because everyone claims that leaf springs, they're the old style of setup, and that's what it is. It has Chevy Camaro leaf springs on it.
How old is the car?
It's 20 plus years old. It's 20 plus years old, and had it over at Mr. Miller's shop quite a few times to do some updates on it, but it is a 20-year-old leaf spring car.
With some no, I'm good here, Scott.
With
some modern touches.
Yeah, it has sliders on the back of it, so it moves a little bit, but not quite as much as what the bar cars do. Not near as much as what they do.
Any idea how many other super stocks out at Oakshade run leaf springs?
I never want to be too confident, but I want to say none.
Okay.
I almost want to say none. That I think if you look at the A main, you won't find another one but me.
Okay.
You might find one in the B, but I think if you look in the A, I really don't think you'll find one. I think now it's mainly
And
the
you
metric 4 links and the 3 links are the way they're going.
And you think that this older suspension, you think that's been helping you with the way the track is this year? And
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I've talked to it with my old man and my brother and Mr. Miller, and these guys run the coil springs or whatever they run, and I think that's one of the main reasons why they can't, get through the ruts.
From what I understand, the car goes through the character very well.
Oh, you don't even feel it. It's like driving a Cadillac down the road, where they got to get off the throttle because they're heading towards the wall. I can keep my foot in it, and the ruts don't affect me almost at all.
now, is this the first year you've had this car, or is this the same car you've been running previous years?
My old car that I drove, the 515 car, is what I originally started in. We bought that off of Dan Dittman. It was an old Corns car, Jeff Corns car.
Mm-hmm.
And now my cousin Kenny's driving that. But I only drove this car a handful of times before this. I don't know if you remember, that was my first night out in Bombers was the B main against you in that car when it was black. I got my first victory against you. So.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah, long time ago. And the only reason I got to drive that car is because I had an automatic transmission that liked to brake every time I hit the gas pedal. So,
Okay. So, why the switch in your numbers? I mean, you start off at the 9, and you were 515. Now you're the number 1 this year. Did you win the Indianapolis 500?
that'd be nice.
Isn't that what happens? You win the Indy 500, you get to be number. Is that still a thing?
I think so.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So, anyways, why the number change and why the 1 this year?
Well, 9's always been a family number. It's a family tradition. My grandpa raced 9 or 91, B91, and my Uncle Billy was always B9. But Sick One Customs, the number 1 comes from their motorcycle shop. They have a custom motorcycle they do
And this is your
refabs.
sponsor, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
That makes sense.
I changed it to match their SICK 1 custom. So
Isn't that 515? Doesn't that have some family history too?
Yep. That's my Uncle Larry. That's something that he raced back in the day. My grandpa wanted to run it, but never got the opportunity to, so I told him I would, and it worked out pretty good. It was pretty cool.
Okay. Now you did have. I mean, you've had some successful runs, but you've also had a fair amount of issues this year. Tell us some of the setbacks that you've kind of had. I mean, otherwise you'd probably be leading the points if it wasn't for all that.
You know, I honestly try not to think about points too much. Like I was telling Kristen this year.
But you knew you were 8th in points though when we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah,
you knew where you were.
Yeah, I got reminded of that by.
Oh, that's your fault. Okay.
Yeah, I got reminded of that, but that one kind of hurt a little bit. But you know, I had 3 DNFs. I've had the oil line come off inside the car and coat me with hot oil, and the rear end broke. And then last week, I broke a lifter and a push rod and a rocker arm.
Wait, last week when you won?
A week ago.
Or a week,
The week
2
before
weeks
that.
ago.
Okay.
Yep. But no, I did one on 7 cylinders. We won on 7 cylinders.
I understand that 3 weeks ago he was running on 7 cylinders and didn't even realize it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's.
I did that one night too.
They probably won, right?
No, I didn't win. Didn't work out as good for me.
You know, sometimes that's a blessing. You won't break the tires loose if you're down on horsepower. So, but yeah, we found the push rod was just laying in the valley of the motor, just hanging out. So, who knows how long it was sitting there? But
So were you able to fix that?
yeah, we got
And
the
still
motor.
running the same motor then?
Yep. Which ironically enough, everyone wants to know who builds it all the time. They want to know why it's so fast. Is one of them sitting right there. My wife and my grandpa built it in a pull-up garage on a dirt floor. It's my grandpa filed the rings, and she put the pistons in
Are
the
they
motor.
going to go into business?
They should.
Yeah.
They should. And she rebuilt the carb on the kitchen table over the winter. So it's really nothing
So
spectacular.
you're saying she's more than just a pretty face?
Absolutely. If it wasn't for her and my old man, it'd be a struggle.
So what happened at the end of last year? I believe you had talked about moving up to the sportsman class for this season. What happened to those plans?
Oh, we got one. I'm a little picky when it comes to the way I like the race cars set up, and time wasn't permitting, so it wasn't going to be. I don't want to go out there and look silly, so I'd rather go have fun.
Okay.
So I chose option B, which turned out to be a really good option. So
you have a sportsman that's ready to go.
not ready to go.
Okay.
It needs put back together, but it got stripped down and checked out, and now the next step will be to put it back together.
So if anybody wants to get rid of you in the Dominator Super Stock division, they should sponsor your sportsman car,
Absolutely.
or buy the dinosaur?
make you go away.
Oh, no, I don't know. We got to keep the dinosaur.
Does a sportsman have leaf springs?
It might.
Could.
It could.
It could.
I know a guy whose shop I could take it to that they do a real good job at building race cars.
You know a guy, huh?
I know a guy.
Is he in this room?
He might be.
Okay.
He might be.
All right.
I don't want to tell all the secrets in one show, but
And there is at least one other guy that's not on camera, just so it doesn't necessarily have to be.
Yeah, but he don't have to tell all the secrets in one show
Okay,
either.
I got you. So it is plans for the sportsman then? Will that be revisited after this season? Maybe looking for next season for that?
Yeah, we're gonna try. I mean, I enjoy running the Super Street. You know, they're the most competitive, and I mean, if you just look at the points, look how close they are. That just shows you how competitive that class is. On any given day, anybody could win. I mean, if you're off by a little bit, you're not making the show. And that's what I love about that class. I don't want to show up.
So far, I didn't look, but with your 3 wins, you probably have the most wins
I think
out of anybody.
Noonan has what? Noonan
He's
has
got at
one,
least
Rendell
one.
has one, and Stuckey has one. And then I think I have 3. I think.
So you're being a little stingy there. You're not sharing the wealth.
I'm trying to be stingy, but you know, I carry that bad luck. You know, something's always got to break. Whoa.
Oakshade's not the only track you've run this year. You went up to I-96, didn't you? Any other tracks that you have run this year or plan to, other than Oakshade?
I would like to try to go to the Monster Mash and maybe going to the Kokomo Clash again, even though we're a little outnumbered when we go to Kokomo. We might as well be racing late models, but the last time I went down there, I still made the show with what people call a lesser car, so I was happy.
Any plans, Millstream, for the stocks versus trucks thing in October, beginning of October, and the Sandusky thing a little bit later?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the only thing about Millstream, that's a bigger track, right? I mean, that's half mile. Like,
it's not as big as I-96.
Oh, cool. So I wouldn't have to change no gears.
You're talking Sandusky?
Millstream.
Millstream, yeah.
So I'd be able to keep the same gear and everything.
You should be fine.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, actually, I guess that was my next question. Your plans for the rest of the year. You don't pay attention to the points, but I'm guessing your main goal would be maybe getting that championship. There's an extra $1,000 in it, courtesy of that place up in Metabor. Hold on. The Dairy Depot and Cafe in Morenci.
I mean, that's always the
$1,000 would be nice.
Yes, yes, it would. I mean, a championship would be even sweeter. Definitely don't do it for the money. Definitely not making no money in this sport, but it is what it is. I mean, I would like to get a championship, but we're a little behind with our 3 DNFs. And
so realistically, what would you be happy with as far as ending up in the points at the end of the year?
Top 5, top 3?
I would definitely top 3.
Top 3.
I'm comfortable in saying I think if I can keep my stuff together and not break nothing else, I should be able to get a top 3.
And who would you say is your stoutest competition in the super stock class there at Oakshade?
Oh, there's a couple of them. Adam Noonan's definitely on the top of that list. I mean, it seems like every time I turn around, he's right there, and he's probably one of the cleanest drivers you'll race against. I mean, I've had nothing but clean races with him. I mean, probably one of the fastest. You know, I mean, Lance is fast, but
he's not running every week.
Yeah, he don't run every
stocks,
week.
yeah.
So I mean,
he's been in the Sportsman.
But when he's there, he's definitely one you want to pay attention to. Stuckey and Rendell have been very consistent. So them are the guys that you want to.
He didn't mention me.
I mean,
apparently I'm not a threat.
You
I see where I rate now. Okay.
I mean, you've been giving me.
He drove by you last week.
I know.
Scott.
That's true.
Come on, man. Yeah. I turned the 8 into a 0.
Oh. So,
you've been giving me enough of a hard time. I figured I could give you a little one back.
So what?
We all hang out in the pits together.
That's what I'm saying. We're all friends here, so I mean.
Other sponsors or folks that help you out in your car, you want to give a shout out to?
Yep. Kess Property Management, Freeze Frame Photos, Ron Miller Race Cars, DCR Graphics, Hammer Down Racing Report. Even though we don't have the sticker, they're on there. I know I'm missing one. Which one is it?
Oh my God, these are good.
You want to pass it over to Scott? Here, pass it.
And Sick One Custom, the number on the side of the car. The gigantic number on the side of the car. I guess that was kind of self-explanatory. I don't know how you missed that one, but and then there's just a ton of people. My cousin Kenny, which drives our other car, he works a lot on our car too as well. My brother Herbie, been fighting some bad luck this year with some motor issues. It's, he found a little bit of my luck with the motor, so sorry about that.
Are you going to have any more issues with the motor for the end of the year? You're good.
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping not. If not, I'll be getting a hold of him real quick to get some parts to get her back out there.
All right.
So.
Herbie said River City Fuel guy?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yep. He came on board too as well.
Hey, me too.
The fuel guy.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We all need fuel, yeah.
Yeah.
You run alcohol or?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, see, I don't run the alcohol.
I'm an alky baby.
An alky baby?
Yep.
That doesn't sound good. Well, good luck on the rest of the year.
Thank you.
And stick around here because I want you to help us with the news and stuff here. We're going to talk to Shawn in a little bit. He is in the green room. kind of disappeared, but that's okay because I forgot to mention earlier, hashtag DCR to win a
I've
Hammer
seen
Down
a
Race
couple
Report
of those
sticker.
in there,
Did
so-
you already? They're
yeah.
like pre-programmed.
They know.
And they are the special edition stickers.
Yes.
Some of the unclaimed ones we're re-rotating in because
Right. They
Dale
have a
Cole
30-day
has
expiration
not given me
period.
any new ones yet.
Very.
Dale, we need more. So, yeah, 30 days to claim that. Pick them up from Ron Miller Race Cars. If you can't pick them up, then don't enter. And, again, thanks to Goad Racing, we're giving away that gift certificate for a specialty pizza from Mazza's Stone Baked Pizza. That's an official gift card there.
We went there last weekend, Scott.
Where? Mazza's?
Yes, we did.
You did?
Oh, we did. I think it might have been Friday, but we had a salad that was spectacular. It was huge. It was a chicken bacon ranch salad, really really good. And then we had a meaty pizza. It's their kind of like their meat lovers pizza. Oh boy, oh boy.
Hey, Scott, they're far from a pizza shop.
Oh, yeah. It's their menu. They got everything.
They got fettuccine. They got meatballs are the size of baseballs.
I heard the kid making pizzas is pretty cool
They
himself
got-
too.
They got incredible, and they run some specials sometimes that are just phenomenal.
Where-
All advertising they do is Facebook. That's it.
I was gonna say, so if you follow them on Facebook, that's where you can see the their specials there at Mazza's.
Yep.
Again, we're talking about
True Italian, all family owned, family ran.
Mazza's Pizza there in the Point.
Yep,
So,
right on Summit Street,
There you go.
across the street from the Chinese restaurant.
All right, before we get to Shawn here, we got to pay a couple more bills here. Engaged couples, it's Christmas in July at Magic Moment Entertainment. Contact Magic Moment Entertainment to see the surprise they have when it comes to your reception price. Just mention the Hammer Down Racing Report, and I don't know what the surprise is. It could be like 90% off. I doubt it, but it could be.
That'd be nice.
Ron works with contracts, carries liability insurance. He never charges for mileage or dance floor lighting. He's been in business for over 30 years. Magic Moment takes pride in working closely with couples to make your special day perfect. He covers the entire states of Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky. Wedding receptions are Magic Moment's specialty, but they also do corporate events, mitzvahs, whatever. Call Ron at 419-594-2261. That number also scrolling at the bottom of the screen there. Or you can find him on Facebook under Magic Moment Entertainment, or you can also find Ron under Ohio Sports Blitz.
Don't forget the Australia connection.
Yes, and he will go to Australia to do a wedding reception or whatever there.
Same
but
low price, but
same low price, but you're going to
there are
pay
some
transportation
charges
and lodging and
Yeah.
Contact Freeze Frame Photos for all your racing photo needs, from action shots to victory lane. They do custom print magnets, canned koozies, tumblers, other gift items. What are like your best selling gift items that you guys do? Custom gift items with the pictures on them. Coasters and the cup. Hey, I got one of those right here. Look at that. One of these guys.
Those are really cool.
They are pretty cool. Where was I? Oh, they're still doing the kids photo night deal, the photo giveaway. Was it Warner that was the sponsor this past weekend? Grayson Warner?
For a birthday?
Yeah.
No, it was us.
It was you?
Yep.
Oh. Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Who's any idea who the sponsor is this coming weekend?
No, you have to ask Charlie.
Okay.
He's watching if you ask him.
Okay. Charlie, who's the kids' night sponsor? They give away 50 free 4x6 photos to the first 50 kids through the gate. And there's going to be a lot of kids there this weekend because it's going to be bike night. A lot of bike giveaways.
finally.
Yeah.
Nice.
Call Charlie, 419-407-6994. Ask about any of those gift items. Ask about the kids' night sponsorship. It's only $50 to sponsor that. I don't know if there's any nights open. I know.
Young said it's him.
Oh, John Young's. Okay.
Nice.
So Young Racing sponsoring this week. Or wait, this weekend coming up is him?
That's what he said.
Okay. Oh, he does say me. I see that. Freeze frame photos, special moments frozen in time. And, of course, Ron Miller Race Cars up there in Lambertville, Michigan. Give him a call, 734-856-7223 for race cars, parts, safety equipment, service, trailer repair, whatever Dylan needs for his car.
Whoa! You
We've
needed
got,
your
we've got
trailer.
a '64 Barracuda in the shop now that we're putting a 9-inch Ford rear and 4-link suspension under it. Really cool car.
Very
Very nice.
Very nice.
Did you sell the snowmobile yet?
No, you
Still
want to
working?
buy it?
No. He also has snowmobiles, so there you go. Talk to
I
the
have
Fear
got a really, really nice Ski-Doo snowmobile, 2,000 miles. Can't tell it from brand new. Stop by and take a look. Bring your wallet.
Bring your wallet.
It does like 200 miles an hour. So if you like speed, that's for you.
There you go. It was. See, Greg said, Scott says that they were. Grayson Warner was also doing autographs. So, all right, let's bring in our other guest here. And that's going to make a whole bunch of little windows there. Hi, Mr. Valenti, how are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. Hold on, let
Thanks
me
for having
get rid of this, and then I'm going to make you bigger. There we go. Now I'm all set. Congratulations, man. 4 weeks in a row that you've got dirt truck wins there at Fremont. What happened 4 weeks ago?
I'm not sure. Just finally got everything
I don't
in
hear
line.
him, Scott.
I can hear him.
You guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can.
all right. All right. But yeah, no, just I'm not sure. We got lucky and got a win at Lima there to start things off for that run, and it's just been one of these streaks that you hope to stay on, and it's been pretty good.
Now you've not only won in the dirt truck, you got at least a win there at Lima and the Thunderstock running Craig Dittman's car. What was that, a few weeks ago?
About 3 weeks ago, I think it was. Got the opportunity to hop in his car to shake down his backup car for him, and it just another one of them nights where everything went right, and obviously pretty good piece to sit in, and was able to pick up the win.
Yeah, you made him look bad.
Yeah, he probably wasn't too happy with me afterwards, but
Aren't you okay in the points in the stock cars at Lima too?
No, unfortunately, we lost the motor on opening night, so then I had to miss a week, and then the following week's when Craig let me hop in his car, and hopped in his car. Then I was able to get a spare motor put in ours, and then actually ran Jamie Fowler's car about 3 weeks ago, and so just been bouncing around and having fun, and but no, the dirt trucks, they was just about able to come out with a new one, and just before we parked the old one, was able to pick up a win with that one. So it was just perfect timing, I guess, to keep on keeping the streak alive, and was able to get in the new Ron Miller truck and take off in it.
So how many of the wins then are in the new Ron Miller one? 3?
3, yes.
Okay.
The only three that he's had
so-
out there.
He's got 4.
Well, 4, yeah, was
He's
able
got
to.
4?
Yeah, but he's only been there 3
Oh,
times
in the Ron Miller
in
one.
the new truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far the thing.
I wasn't trying to shortchange you, Ron.
No. It's good that he shows that he could win in anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been spot on in heat races. So 3 heat wins and 3 feature wins with it. And, this goes out to Ron Miller's trucks, and, got a great group behind me with Jeff Babcock, and, with all the knowledge he's got, Eric Wilson helping out, and Rick and Noah, all the work they put in. So it's been a fun ride.
Now he's got a little bit of a fleet of trucks out there that he's built. How much is shared amongst those different teams as far as setup knowledge?
I mean, we've come out with pretty much what Ron gave us is we might have put a few tweaks here and there, but as far as if I've got any questions, Ron's always been willing to answer them. It's just and anybody that's got one of the trucks, I mean, they've always been helpful. If I go down there and need a part, they've helped me out, and it's just a good group of people.
Now, have people been coming to you and asking you for advice with those trucks?
Not yet. No. I mean, everybody's got their own ways of doing things, and that's what it all comes down to. Is I got my own feels on what I feel in a truck, and they all do too. So, But yeah,
We've got a baseline set up, Scott, and it's our recommended place to start. And then, like Shawn says, they tweak it a little bit to what they want to feel.
Okay.
And he's done a very good job.
Now, have you jumped in any sprint car races this year?
Yeah. I think I've probably ran 5 or 6 times. Was off to a good start. Had a top 3, I think, the first night out, and started deep the second night, and unfortunately lost a motor when I got into the top 5 with about 4 to go. So I had to take 3 weeks or 4 weeks off with that. So just finally got another motor put back together with that, and been a struggle a little bit getting qualified, but and once you track positions, everything, once you get in the back of one of them 305 features, it's hard to go forward. So
and I assume then you're only running at Fremont in the 305, since on Friday nights you're usually down in Lima.
Yeah, yep. That's been basically a Saturday thing, and then took a few weeks off to get this new truck done and all finished up, and glad we did.
So what,
Scott? The 305s, by the way, they're pulling nearly 40 cars a night, so it's not like it's an easy show just to make.
Yeah, they're tough. I mean, you don't get qualified in good. You're starting third row of a heat race, and unfortunately, sometimes you get stuck in a B main, and sometimes you don't make it out of a B main. So it's definitely one of the tougher classes.
So 2 parts to this question. At the beginning of the season, what was your main focus, and has that changed as of right now? What's your main focus as far as running the dirt trucks, the sprints, the Thunderstocks?
The main focus was going to be we was going to chase an Eldora championship with the stock car. So that's why I missed a few nights with the trucks on Saturdays. And basically Fridays were free because I wasn't going to focus on sprint car, just going to do Lima and run that. And then obviously the motor trouble set in. So we got a spare motor in the stock car. I'm not sure if it's capable of. I know it's capable of going down to Eldora, but not sure if it's a piece that we want to take down there and take a risk on. But so I'm not sure where we're going, but more than likely you'll probably see me at Fremont the last remaining shows on Saturdays.
Stock cars, trucks, sprint cars. I mean, is there anything else on your radar that you want to drive?
Got to be a modified hiding somewhere.
Asphalt racing. I mean,
well, yeah, I've got to run modifieds there for a year. Late models has always been something I want to try. Just I got to run one night, and there's they're fun race cars too. But one of these days, hopefully a late model. But having fun doing what I'm doing, and you got to throw in some go-karts in there every once in a while too. So.
Do you run any Corey's events?
I have, yes.
Okay.
Actually, I think he's had good paying races. There was one time there was a $600 race out there that took my cart too. I actually ran the $600 race and ended up winning it, and threw Eric Wilson in there for a chug race, and he was able to win with that. And Kevin Gossard ran a mechanics race one night with it, so and he won that. So I don't think they probably want us there too much often, but
I haven't heard the Gossard name in quite a while.
Yeah, and he's actually the one that owns the stock car that I've been racing. So, but yeah, it's Kevin's boy, so it'd be Kevin Jr., who has been helping me out in that deal, and just unfortunately lost a motor and put us behind the 8 ball a little bit, but we'll get regrouped and keep on plugging away.
So what are you gonna race? Even if you are planning on doing any of these truck versus stock races, will you be in the dirt truck? I know there's the one event at Fremont at the end of the year. There's one event at Millstream, and
one at Sandusky.
And one at Sandusky on the asphalt. Any plans to hit those? And which kind of car are you going to be in?
Yeah, we'll plan on hitting all them. Right now, the way that truck's working, we'll probably be bringing it. But never know what could happen. The Sandusky deal, I obviously won I think the first truck race that they allow us to run there, and it's a little bit different. But yeah, I think we'll be there for all of them. I'm sure.
And
in the truck.
As much as I liked seeing you, that doesn't make me super happy. Oh man. So what? Where haven't you won a race at that you would most like to before you're ready to hang up the helmet for good?
Probably Eldora.
Eldora.
That's kind of what I focused on the last couple of years, just wanting to try to win there. A couple races in, I think we're second in points. I think 1 point behind Doug Drown. So been competitive there the last few years. I think I ran third there in a modified. Just would like to be up on the big stage one day.
So when is the next stock car race scheduled for Eldora?
August 3rd. So
August
a couple
3rd.
weeks. Yeah.
And you're not sure if you're going to hit that one or not?
Yeah. I thought we had a deal lined up where we was going to be able to be down there, and unfortunately things changed with another car, but we still might possibly look at the weather and see which way is the best way to go, and we'll see.
Wait, isn't August 3rd a regular night at Fremont?
Yes, yeah, it is.
Probably.
Oh boy, somebody else gets a chance to win.
Not
What
sure
about-
where I'll be at though.
Any chance Craig put you in his backup car again?
That's always a possibility. I know he's had a few issues with one of the cars, and I'm not sure where the car stands was that I raced that night. But no, he's a great group of people. And Craig's more than willing to give you an opportunity. I'm sure he would.
Yeah, he likes to talk. I asked him Saturday if he was going to be running his modified, and he put Colin Shipley in it. And I said, well, why aren't you running it? And he's like, being married, you have two choices. You can either be right or you can be happy. And the wife told him that it's going to be hard for him to race and run his parts truck at the same time. So he elected just to be happy and not race.
Yeah. I believe I would have found somebody else sell some parts, but I'm sure Colin was happy to get the opportunity to try it out, and obviously it looked like he ran good in it. So
absolutely. What sponsors across all your different vehicles there do you have to give a shout out to, or people that just help you out?
Yeah, pretty much across all of them. Got A+ Auto Center. Adam Jones been with me since forever, basically, and Craig Miller Trucking. S&S Hauling and Excavating, Concrete Material Supply, Dave Story Equipment, Holman Drilling, Conrad Transport, Kuzma Industries, Smolder Speed Concepts for good-looking race cars, Ron Miller Race Cars and everybody there, Zach and Steve, they're a great group of guys. But more than Jeff Babcock for everything he's done since, I think it was been together since 2012 or so, and it's been fun racing with them, and hopefully we can continue for quite a few years to come. Eric Wilson for body.
Can't forget Squirrel.
Can't forget Squirrel. I think we've been at the hip since I believe right after the first of the year working on stock cars and trucks, and then he said he wouldn't work on a sprint car, but I even got him to still work on some sprint cars. So, but Rick and Noah Eberly, Tim Kern he's let me use his shop for forever, ever since I was, I think 7 years old. So he's always helped me build some motors, and couldn't do it without all them guys. And it's been a fun journey.
Dean Henry had a question here. Have you told Ron any secrets on how to set up his truck? This is his first year in a truck.
No.
Scott, my truck is a cut and try thing. There's some things that I had been wanting to try, and I'm unwilling to send a truck out to a customer with stuff that
So
I'm
you're
not
like
sure.
a test subject, and then to see if it works.
I'm a test dummy.
Okay. and the stuff you put on his truck was stuff that's tried and true.
Tried and true. We know that it works.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Who's your pick to win the King's Royal this weekend on Saturday?
If I'd say if Kyle Larson's there, he'd be the one to beat.
I think he is going to be there.
He's going to be there. So I will say you can't go with. I'm going to say Donnie Schatz.
Donnie Schatz, okay.
Schatz has been going well lately.
Yeah,
but
Schatz been running. And,
you got to count David Gravel in.
Oh yeah,
he's been on fire.
Yeah, and Schatz just got a win last week, and got a little confidence back, and he ran towards the front, and Doty heck had a nose wing knocked off of it, and they didn't even bother to change it. And, so yeah, he's on a streak, and hopefully wouldn't mind seeing him. And he's always around when you get the big money on the line. So
Yeah.
interesting to see what happens tonight.
Have you ever run a sprint car down at Eldora?
Yeah, just I think a couple 305 shows is what we ran down there. I think the best I did was about ninth. Actually, I ran 360 down there 2 years ago. Qualified good, just one of them things. Didn't heat race very good, and I think they started like 28 cars that night, and I think I ran about 17th or 18th.
Well, those sprint cars, they really get around that half mile.
Yeah. And that was 360. I imagine what 410 get a little bit of moisture in the racetrack. It's an animal.
Awesome. Well, Shawn, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Maybe we'll get to talk to you at the end of the season if you wrap up one of these championships.
I hope to, and I appreciate you guys having me back on. You guys have a good evening.
All right,
Thanks,
man.
Shawn.
You too. I'm sure we'll see you at some track before the end of the season. All right, we'll see you, Shawn.
See you, buddy.
There you go. Shawn Valenti, winner of the last 4 consecutive dirt truck feature wins there at Fremont Speedway.
And he's still not near the front because he was off
because of the
racing
issues.
somewhere else.
Yeah, because running Eldora he's got a lot of things going on. He's a busy guy.
He does.
Yes, he is.
And he's a real good racer.
Yes, and he's a very nice guy too. Got a little bit of racing news. Actually, quite a bit of racing news. Some interesting stuff here and some video to check out. Let's get to that before we get to our How Many tonight and give away some Mazza's Pizza. And again, thanks, Terry Goad, for bringing this in. This is really good. It's my first time having Mazza's Pizza. Have you had it before?
Yeah.
You've had it before?
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently I'm the only virgin for Mazza's Pizza here tonight. So that's
Not no more.
Nope.
Latest racing news.
Corey Comperator lost his life during an unthinkable act of violence that happened. When was that? That was Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah, because we heard about that at the track. He was the father who shielded his family from bullets at the Donald Trump rally this past Saturday. Corey was also a fixture at Lernerville Speedway. Do you know that?
He had worked there for 20 years, Scott, on the safety crew.
Do you want to read this then? Why'd I even bother doing my prep?
I don't need to read it.
But yes, you
You know who they call. You know my nickname. It's okay.
the professor.
That's it.
Corey was a fixture at Lernerville Speedway in his hometown of Sarver, Pennsylvania, a former Buffalo Township fire chief. As you mentioned, a member of the Lernerville safety crew for over 20 years. He could also be found selling 50/50 at the Speedway for raising money for the Buffalo Township Fire Department. So, yeah, sad stuff there. IndyCar race this past weekend. Stingray Rob. I've never heard of Stingray Rob, but until this weekend, and I like that name. That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
Very cool name.
He went for a scary ride down the backstretch at Iowa Speedway in the final lap of the NTT IndyCar Series race on Sunday after launching over the left rear wheel of a slower car. And if you hadn't had a chance to check it out, here's what you
From 22nd on the grid, and Stingray Rob is upside down. Massive crash at the end of this race. Rossi, Ed Carpenter, and Kyle Kirk.
We'll get a replay here. There'll be a replay. It's like a Talladega looking wreck.
This is what happened. This is our first look at it. Wow.
Did Rossi run out of gas?
Oh my gosh.
Air time.
One roll, two rolls.
Stingray Rob. Something clearly wrong with the 7.
Grinding his head on the ground.
Well, his head wasn't actually grinding on the ground. But yeah, he was upside down for quite a while there.
And I'm sure Kyle Kirkwood
A couple other views of the thing. Car just flies up after hitting the rear wheel.
Getting on the brakes. When you see an IndyCar in the air upright like that, you tend to react in ways that might not be normal.
Yeah, so he was taken. He climbed from the car after they flipped it back upright. He was placed on a stretcher and then airlifted to a local hospital after giving a thumbs up, which is the sports person's sign that he's going to be okay.
I'm good.
Yeah. An IndyCar spokesman said he was going to be taken to the hospital for precautionary measures, and he was actually later released from the hospital later that day.
Ouch.
So, scary ride, but good that he's
Good
okay.
thing that he was out of the hospital.
Our guest last week on the show, Kyle Moore. Did you see what happened there?
Oh, I did.
I wasn't sure what was going on because I was getting these videos sent to me on Saturday, and I get bad service at Oakshade, so it was hard to watch what was going on. And the first video I got, well, here's what I got. This is what I saw. Not sure of the context of it, other than it was Kyle Moore and is it Todd Brennan? I forgot his first name. Brennan was the other guy. But this was at Hilltop Speedway Friday night, the night after he was on the show last week. No context. I'll give you the context afterward.
And
no, don't not yet. No context. No context.
But he kept
no context. This is so like I think Dean sent me this video. He's clapping. He's standing on top of his car, taking off his fire suit. His car is on top of another car.
No, the other
and there's
car,
a lot of yelling.
The other car is under his.
Yes. And I was like, what is it? What happened? Whoa.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of yelling there. And he's giving high fives. I'm like.
So back to what we said earlier.
Well,
he was like celebrating, but.
He was celebrating because
now you can give
won
it away.
The feature.
Yes, because he kept the Hammer Down Racing Report streak alive. Our guest went on to win the next feature. No pressure to you and Sean.
No pressure. None.
But yeah, he won at Hilltop, and then somebody sent me the full video, which was like an hour long. And what looked like it happened was they got together on the initial start. They both started on the front row, I believe. And Brennan got spun around. And
he didn't get spun around. He just did a little half a donut after he had won. He went past.
No. I'm talking Brennan.
Oh,
Brennan,
okay.
At the beginning of the race.
Yeah, okay.
So that was at the beginning of the race, and then we're watching it. It looked like there might have been another little issue during the race, and then at the end of the race, it looked like Brennan was kind of holding back, waiting to try and take out Kyle Moore, and he made a move, and I think Moore anticipated it and kind of took evasive action and got by. It was like with 1 or 2 laps to go,
right?
And I was like, I see what he did there, and then after the race, like you said, he spun the car around, and then I couldn't find any video of actually how they got like that, but I'm guessing Brennan came and rammed
into him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a bizarre situation.
Kyle Moore took the checkered flag, went through 1 and 2, came around 3 and 4, and did a little half donut.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe stalled the car there, and Brennan drove head on into him.
It was just a bizarre set of circumstances.
Hey, at least he won.
Yeah. Before we get to the other
video
confrontation video, mention a new motorsports network has launched on Pluto TV. Are you familiar with Pluto TV?
I don't think so.
It's one of those free ad-supported streaming services where they show stuff and commercials, and that's how they pay for it. It's free. Anyways, new motorsports network has launched on that platform. Along with presenting international motorsports events, Speed Sport 1, that's the name of the network, will be focused on domestic racing content, including live and tape-delayed events from hundreds of short tracks and venues across the USA. News and original studio productions are also in development.
I wonder if he has Chris Economaki's blessing to use that name.
What's that, Speed Sport?
Yeah.
Isn't that affiliated with the web? I believe it's affiliated with the speedsport.com.
I don't know.
I think. Okay, so the other deal this past weekend at the birthday race, Rusty Schlenk, Devin Shields, both having a bit of an altercation during Saturday's birthday race, running both drivers up in the top 5. Well, here's what happened. We'll show what happened and what happened right after what happened.
Green flag coming back out for Air Force in 12.
Looks like they're running 3rd and 4th, side by side, going
one more
down
time,
into turn
Ashton
1.
Winger to the lead. Rusty Schlenks around. Look out, turn 1 and 2. The top 5.
So Schlenk goes
and he's
around.
Not going to be all that happy with Devin Shields here as he's going to roll up
after that,
alongside of him.
Under caution, he kind of pulls up alongside Rusty, puts some, pins him into the backstretch wall, and then we'll let Summer Nationals guy tell you what happens after
And
that.
Rusty's going to climb out. So not only will he be not able to finish this race, but
So he's reaching into Devin's cockpit there while Devin's still strapped into his car while being pried away. So they're going to show a replay here of what happened. I want to get your guys' take on the incident before I read the
and here's the replay.
official statements from
Those
both
of you
of
watching
them.
on Dirt Vision will see exactly what happened. Yep, he got to the inside of Shields. Shields was there. And it'll be 91.068.
So to me,
58.
I don't know that warranted a.
06 kept rolling. 38 kept
I mean, obviously,
rolling.
I would be upset for getting spun out, but it did not look like there was anything intentional there. Or I don't know.
Scott,
what's
you've
your
been
opinion?
racing a long time now. What
really
led
old
up to that?
I don't think anything. I don't know that anything led up to that.
I don't
And
know.
there wasn't in neither one of their statements did they say anything had led up to that.
I don't know.
And I was watching the race from my pit, so I mean, it was kind of hard to see that far across the track. It was only in that video where I saw what kind of happened.
Yeah, from your vantage point,
was
it'd be
way on the
almost
other
impossible
side,
to see.
But it kind of go ahead. What are you thinking?
I mean, if you look at the video, I mean, Devin didn't leave him a lot of room, but did he do it maliciously? Probably not. I think Devin's a well better driver than that, just to door him like that. Rusty a little pissed off. Oh, I'm sure for racing for that much money,
For $10,000,
I would be too. But you stay in your car. Is about my only opinion is be mad in the back, not out there in front of everybody. Do it on your own.
But it kind of goes back to what Earl Baltus said. If you're gonna fight, do it out on the track, right?
Yeah, but
do it on the front stretch.
But the rules are they've kind of changed since that time where you're supposed to get out of the car. It's not good.
Those
he would have been able to finish
those
the
folks
race.
paid good money. Take it on the front stretch.
He would have been able to finish if he would have stayed in his car.
Well, and there were still cars going around the track, which makes it a safety issue.
And we know as well as anybody, it's not like you can see every last thing out there. So accidents happen.
Yeah. So
better off to stay in your car and be unhappy and have a talk in the back.
But as far as the incident, I mean, what did it look like happened to you?
I mean, Devin didn't leave him much room, but it's racing.
Okay.
I mean,
and that's what I agree with. I think it was just a racing deal.
You know, you give somebody an inch, they take a mile. I mean, it's racing.
And the repercussions are?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
So I reached out to both drivers today because I wanted them to have time to kind of settle down and, cool off and everything. And so kind of had some
We could have had them in the studio.
I thought about
Scott.
that too, but then I thought that would have been kind of taking advantage of the situation. So I know, you're right. So anyways,
it's ratings, Scott.
To me,
ratings.
it looked like, Devin was on the high side, Rusty was on the inside, Rusty ended up spinning. It kind of looked like they were just going for the same piece of racetrack at the same time, going into turn number 1. And unfortunately for Rusty, there was a little contact, and according to his statement, it knocked the steering wheel out of his hand because they didn't bump in the back or anything. It was the front, the right front of Rusty and the left front of Devin came together, which is also a weird kind of thing. But
which, from my understanding, is worse for the guys that have rack and pinion than what it is for us.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's more of a
quick jerk.
Yeah, it's bad.
So this is the statements here. I reached out to both drivers. This is what Devin had to say. Quote, "I'm still shocked at what happened. I tried setting my car going... Tried setting my car going into 1 and Rusty was there. I'm not sure how he spun with me being on the outside of him, but it happened. Then Rusty took it to a whole other level. It was hard to understand all the words coming out of his mouth. I took the beep. He said beep, 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 beep. But I don't think he was happy, is what Devin says here. When he grabbed a hold of my helmet and tried ripping it off my head while I was still strapped in was totally wrong, not to mention jumping on my hood. I can't believe he doesn't have more respect than that for me." that he would think I would go out there and intentionally wreck people. 25 years of racing, him and we have only had maybe three scraps. He went on to say that I would like to thank all the safety crew for their hard work. That is the official statement from Shields Racing. And the counterpoint to that, Rusty had a different view of things, and this is what he had to say. Quote, Devin apparently can't see the color pink. He went from lane to lane on the restart and tried pushing me into the tire going into one. His nose hit my right front and ripped the wheel out of my hands and spun me out. So I parked him against the backstretch wall, got out, and expressed my displeasure. Unquote. According to a Facebook post by Rusty, he has been suspended from Oakshade for a few weeks. Both drivers plan to run the American Late Model Series, Ironman Series, at Moeller and Atomic this weekend. And Oakshade did confirm, and it would only say that he has indeed been suspended for 2 weeks for the actions on the track.
So it is 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yes. Okay. That is the official thing. And there could be some other suspensions or penalties or sanctions or something from UMP, but I guess none of those have been announced.
Yeah, that was
so
not good being on TV either.
No.
You know, that kind of adds to your...
Well, and Rusty's very polarizing because a lot of people either love him or a lot of people will hate him. And
it's like a bloomer.
Yeah.
You're either going to get boos or you're going to get cheers.
Yeah.
It's 50-50.
So, and that's it for that. And I'm sure both drivers will probably put that behind them. They Devin said they haven't spoke, and they probably won't. So we'll see what, if anything, happens. You think they will? Yeah.
Maybe not this week, but probably.
They'll kiss and make up. They'll exchange Christmas cards this year.
Absolutely.
Okay. Good. One final note here from news. High Limit Racing made a big announcement. This was 4:00 today. Is it still considered breaking news?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll have to have the breaking news sounder there.
There were some teasers over the internet
for
a couple of days.
I didn't really see the teasers, but High Limit Racing will host its first international event at Perth Motorplex.
Ooh.
I figured you'd be excited about that.
Absolutely.
Down in Australia. It'll be a 3-day, 100,000 to win event that will be streamed live on Flow Racing on December 28th through the 30th. So the very end of the year. And that means, it's morning time there. So people are just waking up in Australia and learning about this news. So top of the morning to you down in Australia. High Limit Racing Series is coming to Perth Motorplex.
That's going to be, it's going to be pretty different.
When is the evening then?
Typically.
For them, it'll be what time for us?
12
like 13 hours.
Figure 12 hours.
So if they start racing at 7 o'clock, we're going to have to get up early in the morning to watch.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Hopefully people will have
if they're racing on
work.
If they're racing 7 o'clock on Saturday night
in Perth,
we'll have to watch it Sunday morning.
Wow.
Sunday night. Well,
Saturday. No, we're behind them.
Yeah.
It'll be Friday. Friday morning.
Y'all done lost me.
This is just... We'll figure it out. We have a couple months to figure out when it's going to happen. We'll have Dave, our associate producer, convert it to U.S. time.
I don't know the logistics of getting all of the American cars over there.
I did read that 6 drivers are committed to going, the High Rollers or something.
Right.
Sweet Larson. I can't remember the other names. Dave sent them to me.
Gravel, maybe?
They're talking around 8 a.m. local time, according to Dave. So that's not too bad, I guess. But pretty big deal there for high limit sprint cars. Yeah. Oakshade Raceway, where the fastest meet to race this weekend. It is the Night of Wheels. Free bike giveaways for the kids. And they're all new bikes. It's not like people are getting rid of their old bikes. These are all brand new bikes for the kids. No additional charge for any of that. Going to be a full show of late models, DCR Graphic Sportsman, Dominator Superstocks, and the compacts. There's going to be makeup features for the Dominator Superstocks. And, so that's all this weekend at Oakshade Raceway.
So you'll be running 2 features again?
I do believe so. That's why I changed my oil. I got some oil from you this week.
Yeah.
Needed to do that. Check out oakshaderaceway.com. Follow them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, or, of course, oakshaderaceway.com.
Look, I'm gonna give you a shot in one of the A's, man.
All right,
I'm in the B in the makeup.
I
so.
appreciate that. You did
I'm
that
rooting
just for me,
you.
didn't you?
Yes, sir. You got it.
I'm rooting for you in the B then.
Hey, thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it.
You and John Young. I have to root for John Young, too.
Always root for John. Always.
DCR Graphics, your vinyl racing graphics provider. They do full wraps, partial wraps, number decals, sponsor decals of just about any kind. Because they are, I don't know if that special is still running on the video game design or not. Because I think mid-July he said he was going to wrap that up.
Timing out, yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Kemmer said that the Americans are going to be driving for Aussie car owners.
Oh, so they're not bringing their own equipment then?
As of right now.
Okay. They got time to get it there.
Yeah.
Ship it now, it'll be there in time, right?
You put it in a container.
Of course, they're still using it for the rest of this season, but John says he's going to have his hands full in that makeup race.
Oh, you got this, buddy. You got it.
But anyways, you can get a hold of Dale at DCR Graphics for any graphics needs that you might have, including Hammer Down Racing Report window stickers. He hasn't given me any to give away, so we're running out here. But if you want one, just $5, he'll mail it to you. He'll bring it to the track, whatever you want to do. Give him a call, 419-308-9523. You can check him out on Facebook at facebook.com/DCR Graphics. And, yeah, with that, no Hammer Down hotline calls or anything this week. I don't think. I actually didn't check.
Uh-oh.
I forgot to check. No, we didn't get any. It would have showed up on my phone.
Oh,
so
okay.
No, if you do want to call, leave your opinion on on any of those altercations or anything, feel free to do so. There's the number, 419-318-3081. Call or text at any time, day or night, and we'll play it back, read it back on the show next week. Be curious to get other people's opinions and thoughts on either the Devin Shields Rusty Schlenk deal or what happened at Hilltop with Kyle Moore and Brennan. Yeah. Okay. How about we give away some pizza? Time for how many and some Mazza's Pizza. We're going to have our first Mazza's Pizza winner tonight. And there's going to be two of them, as a matter of fact, again, thanks to Goad Racing. So let's do this.
How many?
So last week's how many was how many late models were going to be at Oakshade on Saturday. 45 was the number of checked-in late models.
And you said the answer to everything.
I did. And you said the answer to everything plus one.
That's it.
43. So, Ron, you were the in-studio winner. You get to choose first for this week's how many. But before we do that, we got to announce our listener winner. We actually had a tie. We had Sabrina Stamper, who I believe won the sticker last week.
Oh.
She picked 44. And Kurt 9 on YouTube, who I believe is Kurt Inks.
Right.
He picked 46. So both of them are going to be winners thanks to Goad Racing here tonight. We were going to spin the wheel of names for the Mazza's pizza wheel.
So the first lucky winner is going to get
either the I don't know. Which should we give them the specialty pizza?
Yeah.
The large specialty pizza, because then the other person will get a large one item and cheese bread. Nice. Which is still pretty darn good. No. I mean, they're pretty comparable. Yeah.
What do you think of the cheese bread?
Oh, no,
that stuff is good.
That's garlicky, and I love garlic. The cheese, you got to try the pizza, man. Pizza's good too.
I'm
all right.
Why do you like garlic, Mr. Picky?
I love garlic. Oh yeah. So let's spin the Big D's Pizza Wheel. We'll find out who wins the Goad Racing sponsored specialty pizza. I guess the Mazza's Pizza Wheel. What did I say? Did I?
No.
I've been saying that for how many years now, though?
Yeah.
It's been ingrained in my head.
Don't worry, people.
Yeah.
Well, it could be the Big D's Pizza Wheel featuring a
Mazza's Pizza.
Yeah.
I don't think they directly compete because they're separated by quite a bit. But I mean, both pizzas.
This is the Mazza's Pizza Wheel.
There we go. Mazza's Pizza Wheel for the large specialty pizza. Here we go between Sabrina and I forgot to do this earlier. And Kurt. Here we go. Oh, I don't know. It's going to be Kurt. Kurt Inks.
Congratulations, Kurt.
You have this guy, the gift certificate for a large specialty pizza.
From Goad Racing.
Yes. Can they pick that up from Ron Miller Race Cars?
Certainly.
We'll have this at Ron Miller Race Cars for you to pick up within 30 days. If you don't, then Goad Racing gets it back and they can have pizza. No, we'll donate it again. Or we'll just donate it. We'll recycle it again.
Actually, I could probably deliver it to Fremont Speedway next week.
Okay. Well, I will have...
If they can't make it here.
Have Kurt Inks get in touch with you then to arrange that.
If they don't mind day old, Bradley can make it on Friday, because Brad's could probably make your pizza for you anyways. And if they want day old, then it's even better the second day.
You mean bringing the pizza out?
He could, yeah.
Good. All right. Well, let us know. Sabrina, congratulations then. You will get the regular large one item and order a cheese bread from Mazza's. Just give them a call when you're ready to redeem that. You have 30 days to redeem your free pizza. Congratulations to Sabrina Stamper and Kurt Inks, our very first Mazza's Pizza winners.
Nice.
And it's good stuff, Scott.
It is. So if I've only had one piece and I really want more, that's why I'm trying to hurry up and get this done so I can...
I'll bring you some more.
Okay.
In case our listeners aren't familiar, Point Place is...
Mazza's Pizza in Point Place, yes.
It's just towards the lake, just towards the lake from Toledo.
Is it just a carry out then, or do they have dining?
It's a little plaza. It's their pizza shop is on one side, the Suntan Place is on the other. It's the old flower shop in Point Place.
There you go. All right,
and there is a little two-person high top. That's it.
What?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was busy tonight. I sat there and waited for those for an hour. They were winging tonight.
So, for your chance to win some Mazza's Pizza next week, this week's How Many is going to be, it's not technically a how many, it's a number-related thing, though.
I see.
And I think I typed it in, so let's pop that on here. Starting position, the number of the starting position of the King's Royal winner Saturday at Eldora. So say Kyle Larson starts third and wins, then 3 would be the winning number. You get it? Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that's what we're going for. So chances are that there should be a closer cluster of guesses.
Should be.
So having trouble with your phone there. So, Ron, you get to pick first.
I do.
$175,000 on the line Saturday at Eldora for the King's Royal. What position is going to win? What starting position?
Oh, wow. 42 probably wouldn't be a good number today.
42 is, probably not.
You said something about the number 3, Scott.
I did.
I'm thinking
going with that?
Third spot, third hole.
Okay.
That's where the winner is coming from.
Well, Dylan, you wanna get in on this?
I'll do the 5th.
You're doing the 5th. You're pleading the 5th?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case,
you're going on the point.
I'm going 2. That way I got the point covered.
Ah.
It's whoever's closest. Doesn't matter about going over or under. It's whoever's closest. And again, if there's a tie, we will spin the Mazza's Pizza wheel. All you have to do to enter for that free pizza is to put your guess in the comments that I see people are doing right now. And find out who's going to win that pizza. Well, we'll find out Saturday night, but we'll make the announcement, the winner, next Thursday on the show. So, yeah, I see a lot of 4th and 5th, 8th, 9th. Ooh. What's the furthest back? We should give like a bonus one if somebody guesses outside the top 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Dusty Pill. There's a 1. Not many people have picked on the poll, though, so it might be a good pick, Dusty. Might be a good pick. Coming up this weekend, let's talk about the racing action we have on tap. And then we'll get to our weekend weather pit stop. Also got to mention, for some reason, if you put in hashtag DCR already, go ahead and put that back in because it's not counting. I just started that, and I do apologize.
Oh, no.
Hashtag DCR for a chance to win that Hammer Down Racing Port window sticker, which we're going to be drawing for here shortly.
If you already put it in,
do it again.
You won't be penalized.
Yeah, do it again. If you already put it in, do it again. Because for some reason, there we go. Now it's starting to collect them. Okay, now as of now, if you put it in, then you should be good.
Put it in.
So
Okay,
Okay.
good girl.
let's check
After
out.
after we restarted it.
Yeah, he said.
Okay.
Doing it, so I did it.
Okay.
All right.
This is your Mazda's Pizza Racing Weekend.
This weekend's racing menu.
Yeah, what she said. This weekend's racing menu, courtesy of Mazda's. Coming up tonight, of course, the Joker's Jackpot featuring the High Limit Series. $100,000 to win. That's pretty big for a Thursday night. Racing
For a qualifier.
Yeah. Racing just got started about an hour ago. So you got plenty of time to watch the feature here for that. Tomorrow night, Limaland's back in action. All the Friday tracks were off last week.
Yeah.
But back in action this week is Limaland. It's Meet the Drivers Night 2. Also Run for the Rabbit honoring Travis the Rabbit Miller, featuring the Great Lakes Super Sprints, UMP Modifieds, and Thunderstocks. Gates open at 5, racing at 7:30. General admission $12 there at Limaland. Eldora Speedway, their big weekend continues, switching from High Limit Series to the World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series with the night before. $25,000 to win Friday night there. Gates open at noon, racing at 7:45. Tickets are $35. Saturday, Lorraine Raceway Park. It's kids night / autograph night with Street Stocks, Chargers, Pure Stocks, Champ Carts. Gates open at 2:30, racing at 6. General admission $15. Flat Rock Speedway, Barbershop Harmony Night with the Outlaw Super Late Models, Figure 8s, Street Stocks all in action. Gates open at 4:30, racing at 7. General admission $15 there at Flat Rock. Oakshade Raceway, as we mentioned, Night of Wheels, Late Models, DCR Graphics, Sportsman, Dominator Super Stocks, and makeup features for the Super Stocks from, what was that, June 8th? We're doing? Yeah.
Yep.
And Compacts in action. They both the Sportsman and Compacts were off this past week, so it'll be the first night back in a couple weeks for those guys. Gates open at 4, racing at 7:30. General admission $15. Butler Motor Speedway, it's mid-season championship night with the 410 Sprints, UMP Modified, Street Stocks, and 4 cylinders. Gates open at 4, racing at 7:30. General admission $15 there as well. And then the big one, the Eldora Speedway Kings Royal with the World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, $175,000 to win. Gates open at noon, racing at 7:45. General admission just $45 for Eldora. And what does that weekend weather pit stop look like for this weekend?
Spectacular all weekend, Scott. That's all I've got to say, man. It's no chance of rain. Humidity's going to be down. Sunday it's going to start warming up a little bit. Humidity will be back a bit, but it's going to be a great weekend for racing.
Speaking of which, did you bring that 30, 40 below, whatever it was?
No.
Okay, damn it. Forgot about that. Other series in action this weekend. We mentioned the Dirt Car UMP Summer Nationals, the makeup race there at Sycamore Speedway in Illinois. That is tonight. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, the 14th Annual Silver Dollar Nationals at Huset Speedway in South Dakota. That is tonight through Saturday. ARCA Menard Series in action at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park for the Circle City 200. That's tomorrow night, Friday night. That'll be at 5:30 on FS1. And then it's the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series T-Sport 200, also at Lucas Oil Speedway there, or Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park, I should say. It used to just be Indianapolis. Right. IRP, that was easier. That's also Friday night at 8:30 p.m. and will also be on FS1, so 2 races on FS1 tomorrow. Xfinity Series on Saturday on the big oval there at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Pennzoil 250. It's the first time they're back on the oval there instead of the road course since 2020, I believe. That'll be at 2:30 on NBC. No, I'm sorry, that's at 3:30 on USA. The Brickyard 400 will be on Sunday, and that's at 2:30 on NBC for the Cup Series. The NTT IndyCar Series will be in Toronto for the Ontario Honda Dealers Indy Toronto in the streets of Toronto. That'll be Sunday at 1 p.m. on Peacock, which you have.
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
See, you got to get Peacock.
I guess so. The Kubota High Limit Racing Series will be in action at Lernerville Speedway, which we talked about a little earlier there for the Don Martian Memorial Silver Cup. That'll be Tuesday, July 23rd. Then we have the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series Brickers Bash at Baps Motor Speedway in Pennsylvania on Wednesday, July 24th. And then also looking ahead to next week on Wednesday, it's the Castrol Flow Racing Night in America at Fairbury Speedway on July 24th. That'll be on Flow Racing.
In Illinois.
Fairbury, Illinois, yeah. So how about we draw for that DCR Graphics sticker and then get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
So if you haven't put in your DCR, looks like we got 13 in there right now. Hashtag DCR. It's your last chance to do so. We're going to do that drawing as soon as I click on this and I click on that. And then we click on that. All right, here we go. For Hammer Down or Racing Report window. This is one of the special edition ones from last year.
Right.
You can't even buy these. These are the special edition cool-looking ones. Well, they're all cool.
Yeah.
But here we go. 30 days to pick it up from Ron Miller Race Cars right there in Lambertville, Michigan. Well, Whiteford Township, Michigan. Just over there. Herbie Haynes is the winner. Congratulations, Herbie. I think you know where Ron Miller Race Cars is. You got yourself a Hammer Down Racing Report special edition window sticker. And I think that's about going to do it for this edition of the...
I think we've got another one in the can, Scott.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks to associate producer Dave Kemmer, contributors John Young, Dean Henry, Matt Swander, Bob Stazak. Make sure to like us on Facebook. Follow us on X at Hammer Report. And again, apologize to our ex-viewers not being able to stream live on there tonight. For apparently, you have to have a premium account now.
You have to follow up on that.
I will. I have to look in on that. That kind of surprised me. Hit the live button, and that's never happened before. So apparently, that's a new policy there. Follow us on YouTube, and you can always listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. You can always check out HammerdownRacingReport.com. If you're part of the Hammer Down Army, put in your results by 3 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. If you go to HammerdownRacingReport.com, click on Hammer Down Army, scroll to the bottom page, and there's a link there to fill out a form. That way we can report on your results. People haven't been doing that. Thanks to our sponsors, DCR Graphics, Dominator Race Products, Ron Miller Race Cars, Freeze Frame Photos, Dittman Motorsports, Magic Moment Entertainment, Victory Fuel, and, of course, our newest sponsor, Mazza's Pizza, and sponsor of Goad Racing, Bradley Goad, as a matter of fact. And thanks to Terry for bringing in some Mazza's Pizza so we could...
I'll tell you, folks, go to Mazza's Pizza.
Support all our sponsors.
Call ahead a little bit because they're busy. And there's a reason that they're busy.
I see that, yeah.
Really, really good food.
So make sure to support all our sponsors. They make this happen. Thanks to Dylan Burt joining us here in the studio.
Yes, thanks for having me.
And thanks to Shawn Valenti, who joined us earlier as well. Next week on the show, I haven't told you this. I don't know
Surprise.
if... Dean kind of set this up. Are you familiar with Tom Sanders?
No.
Tom Sanders is a Sprint Car Hall of Fame mechanic and car builder who worked with Bobby Allen, among many others. I spoke to him a little bit this morning, and he's like, so I suppose you have a lot of stories to tell, because he's got a career spanning back to the 60s.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, just a few. So looking forward to that. He will be our featured guest next week on the show, Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Make sure to join us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, maybe X, I don't know yet, but that's it. I think we're out. See you next week.
Thanks for watching.
Try not to fight with anybody.
Yeah.
Was it one of the DJ guys I used to listen to always used to say, we're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time.
That's it.
Be good to one another.
Our audience is getting carried away.
Are they?
Yeah.
Man, we've been having a good old time over here. What are you talking about?
All right, we're out. Good night.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.